If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's certain tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Witchy Women podcast. I know it's been a long time, but happy December everyone. And I'm back after, a little bit of a break, but let's jump right into it. So we're in December now, and I'd like to talk about the December 2022 magical calendar. So on December 3rd, which is tomorrow, that would be the Neptune direct, which illusions fade away and truth is revealed. Then on the 6th, we have Mercury in Capricorn, serious in business thinking, moving forward. December 7th, we have a full moon, tension rises, playful yet dangerous mood. And then December 9th, we have Venus in Capricorn, financial rewards and career opportunities. December 20th, we have Jupiter in Aries. The world feels new, yet wounded. December 21st, we have the solstice, which means a new era begins and the sun is reborn. December 23rd, we have our new moon, which is fresh waves of energy, and the new year is coming. And then December 28th, we have our Mercury in retrograde, which is reverse thinking, organizing problems with celebrations. So that is our December 2022 magical calendar. Right before the year ends, that's just some things to keep looking out for this month, to mark down on your calendars. But tonight, Friday, December 2nd, 2022, we have the first quarter moon and Jupiter, which means that this is a very good, powerful manifestation night. The cosmic forces of the moon align with Jupiter, the planet of abundance. So, tonight, before you guys go to sleep, you can just do some simple little manifestations. You can give thanks to whatever you feel gratitude for, and then you can meditate on what you want to bring forth. Affirm, I manifest, and then add what you desire. And you can either write that down on paper, you can speak it out loud, or you can do both. I tend to do both. I like to speak things out into the universe as well, because I feel like when it's on paper, I like to do that too, but I feel like speaking it into the universe helps more. But yeah. And then some things you can do on the first quarter moon as well is it's a time to actualize ideas planted at the new moon. So we have some logical thinking, and problem solving. So the first quarter moon helps with problem solving your ideas, and then persistence and endurance, some motivation and momentum. This is also the yang energy, which equals action, and you need to commit to your dreams and goals. The theme is action and attention to details. Things to look out for is crises, issues, or obstacles may occur at this time. So be on the lookout for that, but don't dwell on it. Then we have planning and prioritizing. Make sure you get things done. And working towards your goals. So you can write down some goals that you have that you want to achieve this first quarter moon. And also a time of some stress and doubts may arise at this time. But like I said before, don't dwell on it. Just write things down And when stress or crises or issues arise, just feel them, let them pass, move through them, and move forward. So, understanding how to manifest with this moon, this first quarter moon, here are some things. Sorry, hold on one second. Well, I guess I could go through all of the different moon phases, but so the first quarter moon is a primary moon phase in which half of the moon's face is illuminated, just in case you guys didn't know that. Whether it is the left or the right half depends on where you are at on Earth. The first quarter moon rises around midday and is visible during the daylight. There are several rituals that are unique to the first quarter time period, and several that are generic moon rituals that can be performed at any phase. So here's some preparation for the moon rituals. The first quarter moon phase is an opportune time to check in on yourself and the progress that you have made thus far. This is the phase in which your intentions will begin to establish themselves. Before performing any ritual, it's a good idea to clean and neaten your space that you plan to perform it in. Having a consistent ritual space in your home is also recommended, and creating an altar to hold sacred ritual items in that designated space throughout the phases is ideal. Make sure to get rid of any clutter, burn some sage or incense, light a candle, and play some soothing or meditative music. You will also need some materials, including paper and your writing utensil. As I mentioned before, if you want to write stuff down, it helps. You can use tarot cards, you can use some potions, some oils, specific crystals that call to you, salt to draw a sacred circle, and you may also want to make a note of the 4 directions: the north, the south, the east, the west. So you can cast a circle if you would like. Casting a circle is an ancient practice that serves the purpose of creating a protective barrier between the summoner and what you are summoning. This is helpful in case anything goes wrong, and it also just serves as an extra safety barrier, which is never a bad thing. You're going to want to find a flat and open area in your house. Make sure you take note of the 4 directions: the north, the east, the south, and the west. Then put an object that represents each of the 4 elements at the corresponding direction points in a circular shape. So I did this before and it was actually really cool. So the earth is the north, the air is the east, the fire is the south, and the water is the west. Some ideas for some elemental representations would be earth. You could do rocks, plants, crystals. For air, you could do a bird feather, incense, or a bundle of sage. For fire, you could do a candle, essential oil burner, bundle of matches. For water, you could do a seashell or a cup of water. Once you have all of your items in place, you can then begin to call on your spirits from each direction and element group in the order of east for air, south for fire, west for water, and north for earth. You do it in this order so that you end up facing north. As you call on each spirit, turn in the direction of each of them and their locations and say, for example, fire spirits, I call on you. As you call on each spirit, you will want to think about each element. Think of heat for fire, wetness for water, wind for air, and the feeling of the ground under your feet for earth. Once you're done calling the spirits, you should be facing north. Stay in that position and become aware of your feet. Imagine sending columns of warmth and light down towards the center of the earth, and then imagine pulling warmth and light from the center of the earth into your body. After that, say, Mother Earth, I call on you. Next, imagine sending the columns up through your head and into the sky, atmosphere, and Milky Way. Then imagine pulling warmth and light down from the atmosphere. Say, Father Sky, I call on you. Surrounded by the warmth and the light, you should feel safe and content. Express gratitude for the support of the divine. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. The circle is cast. Blessed be. Now you can close the circle. To do this, you will face each direction again and thank them for their presence by saying, Fire, you are here, and I thank you. After you have addressed and acknowledged each direction and element, say thank you, blessed be, and so it is, so mote it be. Take a moment of pause and then say, the circle is open but never broken. The love of the goddess is forever in my heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. So that's one way you can do it. I've done that a couple times before. You can also make sacred moon water. I like to do this for the full moon especially. Sacred moon water is good to have on hand to use throughout rituals. Make sure to cast a circle before you make your moon water to ensure that it is sacred. You're going to want to start with a glass of water. This symbolizes the water element. Next, you'll add salt, representing earth. Then you'll burn incense over the cup, representing fire. Lastly, you'll blow the incense out, representing air, and you'll place the incense in one cup. You now have your sacred moon water. You can use it in rituals to cleanse and anoint things with holiness, and you can also use it to cleanse yourself and to drink. That's one way to do it. You can also take a glass, I do like a glass container, a glass Tupperware, and I fill it with fridge water so it's pure, and then at nighttime in the full moon, I put it out on the deck in the back wherever the moon is shining, and I keep it there for a couple of hours because you don't want to keep it there overnight, because then when the sun comes in the morning, it kind of just ruins it and warms it up, obviously. But keep it outside in the middle of the night for a couple of hours. You can just do it before bed or set an alarm or whatever, and then you take it inside, keep it in the fridge, and then you can drink a little bit each day if you want to drink it, or you can cleanse your face with it until it's all gone, and then you can do it again on the new moon again, or you can just do it for any of the phases. You can also do breath work. Practicing breathing to increase calmness and relaxation is key for any moon ritual. A basic starting point is the practice of belly breathing, which entails taking a long, deep breath into your abdomen, holding for a moment, and then exhaling slowly. There is also a method called the 4-count breathing, in which you breathe in for 4 counts, hold out for 4 counts, and exhale for 4 counts. These techniques will help calm you and get you in the ideal headspace for moon rituals. When I do breath work, that's what I usually do, is the 4 count, and it helps a lot. You can also do movement. Movement can be anything you like, from yoga to sprinting around. The purpose of movement is to release the energy from your body and get yourself in a relaxed and calm space to begin your rituals. A fun movement idea is to channel your favorite animal and move as if you were that animal. I have not done that yet, but I like to loosen everything out, maybe shake my arms out, stretch a little bit, do some yoga. Visualization. Visualization is another word for meditation, except for that your meditation becomes specific. Manifesting is a form of visualization in which you visualize having the thing, person, job, financial status, etc. you already want in your life, to imagine it into existence. The 7 chakras are the primary energy centers of the body. When our chakras are clear, positive energy is able to move through them easily, and a natural balance is created within our bodies. The chakras begin at the bottom of the spine, also known as the root, and work up from there, ending at the crown or the top of our head. To cleanse your chakras, imagine spinning wheels moving from the base of the root up to the crown and being cleansed by water, or spinning quickly so that any clogs are cleared. It can be helpful to visualize the water moving across each wheel and then flowing out through your body and onto the ground. In contrast, for a manifestation visualization, imagine each chakra spinning and letting out light all around your body. End that visualization by imagining a magnet spinning above the crown of your head and calling in all that you're manifesting for the cycle. Fire. Fire is a key part of any moon ritual as one of the 4 elements. You can also use it with other practices if you choose. For example, if you want your manifestation to feel even more powerful, using fire as you manifest each intention to look into as you write down or speak your intentions can be very powerful. Here is a specific ritual for the first quarter moon, which is tonight. First quarter rituals are all about checking in on your intentions and any progress they have made, and determining what still needs to be done. This is also where you will want to create action. You will need to use your sacred moon water in this ritual. Take 2 glasses and pour the sacred water back and forth until it feels even and balanced between each glass. You will then place the glasses of water onto your altar and the ritual is complete. During this time, it is also good to practice affirmations, meditations, and magic journaling, which is the practice of paying attention to all the progress you've made and what you have noticed since you set your intentions. These actions are key during this time to make sure your intentions and manifestations are retaining and growing their power. Moon rituals are a fun and engaging way to increase awareness of both the natural moon cycles already at play and your own spirituality. For all rituals, it is important to only practice what feels right and productive for you. There is no concrete, correct way to practice moon rituals, so have fun with it and do what makes you feel connected to the power and nature of the moon. I'd like to hear feedback from you guys on your first quarter moon manifestations. If you do any of the above practices, or if anything comes true, or if you experience any good news, or you feel like you're bettering yourself, I'd like to hear in the comments below. But anyways, happy first quarter moon manifesting.